In this case, going to the messaging to demonize Ukraine, Ukrainians are, what did you say, Satanists?
Satanists, yeah, they
Yeah,
need
I mean,
desatanization.
Desatanization, yeah. I mean,
Because
then you have to ask the question, where's the proof that there's Satanization? Right? How much is that in Ukrainian society is there compared to other societies? I'm sure there are some, what do we call them, Satanists in Ukraine, like there are in every country, but I would suspect it's a very small number, right? And so if I'm in a think tank in Europe or the United States and someone comes and say, we need to do desatanization of Ukraine, I'd want to say, okay, give me the numbers, let's see the facts, and then I'll decide whether we're going to throw our support behind your effort. And by the way, if you really look, you may say, actually, there's more of that in Russia than there is in Ukraine. Maybe we should focus on desatanization in Russia. Because who behaves this way? Who bombs apartment buildings? Who bombs schools, right? Who attacks another country and openly says that that country doesn't exist, right? That, in my opinion, is satanic. When you try and claim that you have the right to eliminate another people, that's what the Nazis did, and that's what's happening today in Russia. And by the way, that's what the Iranian regime was doing to its neighbors, right? To me, that's satanic behavior.
Yeah, and with this cult narratives that they created, like pseudo-religious studies, I don't know how to even describe it, that a little bit. Within Russia, they legitimize that, and they have a lot of, their organizations with that. And over like more than 20 years ago, that was basically promoted the narratives that, just using this term, that the entire, like, the government, the politicians of Ukraine, they're cult member. And then that all Ukraine become like a cult, and so on and so forth. And basically you understand that on one hand, you kind of like, that sounds crazy, and you like just don't want to hear that. But after 20 years, when you see that those who have leading positions in these organizations now working so hard together with the priests of Russian Orthodox Church who are blessing the missiles to basically, kill Ukrainians and spread the other narratives of, like we discussed behind the scenes, that they were spreading the narratives that Ukrainians are Nazis and all of that stuff. So, and it becomes clear for you that that's one of the operation that was done, just like, just taking time to go to the people's minds.
Right.
Because there was a lot of spreading narratives that, and entire West is a cult for them, and that Ukraine fall into West and fall into, this cultists